Hello everybody and welcome back to Big Dan's channel. I am, of course, as always, Big Dan, and today we are going to be reviewing Marvel Studios' Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Ignore that. I'll just get the negatives right out the way for this one to start with. When I went to see this, I'd say the biggest two problems I had with it was, well, one was just kind of the unnecessary length of it, because the thing's running length, I believe, is 2 hours 41. Of course, you can check if I'm wrong. But with how long this took to just the film's getting into the sort of main plot itself of what it was meant to be, it took longer than I felt it needed to be, and it was a bit underwhelming, if I'm going to be honest. Because when I say that, when it's 2 hours 41, I think the thing could have easily been 2 hours in length and it still would have worked. And I also think this kind of contrasts that, but I feel as though the third act itself, like the big fight, because come on, there's always one of them in a Marvel show, or at least there should be, it just felt rushed. Like, it felt as though it was over before it began, and afterward waited sort of so long for it to occur, it was just underwhelming, and it did kind of let the thing down. However, I can now talk about the positives. I will say the action in it was decent. Visuals were beautiful, as you'd expect from a Marvel film. I know Matthew on Blue Web Network disagrees with us on this one, but I thought they did really well with Chadwick's death, or T'Challa, you know who I mean. And it was funny, like what you'd expect from a Marvel film, like in comparison to stuff like Love and Thunder, which if I was to give a verdict, I'd say it's about a 5 out of 10 or something like that. If I'm just, like, it was good at mixing the sort of perfect balance between serious and funny within the film. Like, it knew what it wanted to be in certain scenes, which, as I said there, I just feel like films like that just didn't succeed on. It's better than some of the recent Marvel films. However, I do still believe it has got its problems overall. But the film is enjoyable. I'm just saying it kind of comes under the category of good, but areas to improve on. So for that reason, because I only had two main negatives for the thing, my final verdict for Black Panther Wakanda Forever is a 7 out of 10. It probably would have been an 8 if they'd just managed to get the pacing of the thing right, and if they'd also made the fight better, it could have been a 9. But the thing was decent, but just please, if they're going to do a third one, because, well, actually they are going to do a third one, let's be honest, they need to fix the pacing of it, because as I said, this thing just dragged on. Like I said, about a quarter of it could have just been removed from the film and it still would have been perfectly fine. And they just need to make sure that the fight at the end is more focused on than it was this time round, but it is still an enjoyable experience, which is why I give it a 7 out of 10. Right? Okay, so that's all I've got to say about Black Panther Wakanda Forever. If you enjoyed the review, of course, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for my other reviews, because I do TV shows as well. And I'm out. Peace.